Hi, I'm Ann Dorso, and I realized the other day that all those videos on crocheting that I've already posted were for a friend of mine named Debbie because I was going on vacation and she really wanted to learn how to do a granny square. But I'm glad you're enjoying them. And today, what we're doing is we are going to learn how to make a headband. Now, we're going to use 3 stitches, chain, half double crochet and double crochet. And of course, you have the options of making it thin. So that sparkly yarn that you see in the store, guess what? You get to use it because you can make a headband with it. Or you can make it wider and cover your ears with it for the winter. So just like we start anything else, we're going to put a little knot in here, stick our hook in, tie it, and nobody else does this but me, but I make a double knot so that it's going to be there forever. Now your tools are going to be yarn. Oh, you can't see the yarn. Here's the yarn. Okay. A tape measure, and of course a hook that is mentioned in on your yarn package. Okay, so you can pick any kind of yarn you'd like. The important part is the size. So take your tape measure and measure around your head, about where you want to have it. Okay. Now I've got a pretty small head, and mine came out to 21 inches. That was from the bottom of my neck and around the top. Now, I'm going to make this shorter than that. I'm going to make it about, an inch and a half shorter, depending on how stretchy my yarn is. Because you want your yarn to stretch so that you can get it on your head. Now, this isn't very stretchy, so maybe I'll just make it an inch shorter. This isn't very stretchy, but you want it to stay on your head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain stitch until I reach about 19 and a half inches. Oops. And actually, I'm going to do it shorter than that because you don't want to sit here and watch me all day. 1, 2, and it doesn't really matter how many stitches you make. You don't have to count those. Isn't that wonderful? Oops. So I am going to pause the recording. And I'm back, okay? As you can see, this is the back side of my yarn. This is the front side of my yarn. And you can see it looks like a braid, doesn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our hook, we're going to put it through the first one. Now, you have to make sure that all your stitches are facing the same way. See how my back side is on the outside? That's just fine. But if you don't have it this way, it'll get twisted and it won't work. So now you're going to loop over, pull through. And I can't wait to see how many of my friends at the senior center are going to watch my video. Uh-oh, I did what a lot of people do, and I only took one thread of the yarn instead of the whole thing. So put my hook through, I hook the whole thing and pull it through both loops. See, I have a loop. That's for Barbie's head. So what I'm going to do is first we're going to do the double crochet, and then we'll do the half double crochet, and then I'll show you how to combine the two. Okay, so it's a double crochet, so I'm going to chain 3 because that's about the size of a double crochet, and I'm going to turn around so you can see. This blurring's not working and my kitchen's a mess. Go into the top of the loop, pull through, loop over, pull through 1, loop over, and pull through both of them. Now, do it on the second one. . pull through two, pull through two. That's why it's called a double crochet, because you pull through two. Pull through, do one more, pull through two, pull through two. Now I'm going to show you a half double crochet. Yarn over, just like you did before, put it in the loop, top of the loop, grab a hold of that yarn, pull through. Now pull through all three loops. That's a half double crochet. And once you get going, it's the fastest stitch that I know of and to actually do something. So yeah, it's my favorite stitch. So let me see if I can turn so you can see it. Okay. Loop one. I just went out of the screen. Loop one. Go through that top loop. Sometimes you need to help it a little bit. And I'm turning back around because it keeps disappearing. Pull through all three. Okay. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you can do one, double crochet, pull through two, loop over, pull through two, and then do a half double crochet. Pull through all three. Okay, and you can't see because I got too close to the screen. There we go. That's much better, isn't it? Okay, so loop over, go through, pull back. This is a double crochet. Pull through two, loop over, or yarn over, pull through two. Here we got another one. We're going to do it half double crochet. Now, we're going to pause a bit so that I can finish this row, and then I'll come back and show you what to do when you get to that end here. Okay, I'm back again. Now, see, I've gone all the way around and pull this out a little bit. And so you can see that the top part matches the top part here. Sometimes people end up like this. No, you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the third chain, that third chain that's on that first three chain that you did. And I'm going to go through there. And this is called a slip stitch. Okay. And you know what? There. It's called a slip stitch. Go through there, pull through this one, pull through this one. It pulls them both together. I'm going to chain three. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go in the opposite direction from what I was going before. So I'm going to go this way. Now, I'm kind of a lazy person, and if I can get this done fast, I'll perfectly happy to do that. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to do a double crochet, loop, stick it through in between the two stitches, pull up, yarn over one, yarn over the second two. I should have said yarn over, and then through two. Now I'm going to do a half double crochet. Yarn over, in between the next two stitches, come through and go through all three loops. Let's do 2 more stitches. The next one will be a double crochet, yarn over, in between the two stitches, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we're going to do a half double crochet. Yarn over, in between the next two stitches, pull through, go through all 3 stitches. And I want to show you what you can do. Now, if you do the just double crochet or just half double crochet, and this is for another project that I did, but then this is what it'll look like, okay, when you're done. Now, I can show you what this is going to be. This is going to be my version of a cowtopus, but I need to work on it a little bit. So this was my first stab at it. But do you see the difference in the two sets? This one's a little bit heavier than this one. This one has more open spaces because it's all double crochet. This one is every other stitch is half double crochet. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson for today, and we'll do something again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.